Hi everyone, this is Crystal again from the Cinderella Syndrome, your goal, success, and woman empowerment coach. I wanted to do this intro video just to talk about why I decided to pursue life coaching and becoming a full-time entrepreneur. So I had looked into life coaching a few years ago and I had given up on that just because work got a little hectic. At the time I was working in higher education. I worked in higher education for a little over 15 years. And the last couple of years, I was extremely unhappy because I was a director for a long time and I couldn't move up to another position where I was. I wanted to be a dean of admissions. I wanted to be a VP, but there was no track for me to do that. And every time I tried to do it, I was given feedback, oh, I'm not ready, or I need to do X, Y, and Z. And of course, you do those things and nothing happens. I had also experienced, while being a woman of color and being a manager, lots of times white males put a in the supervisory position above me, and the last straw was the last time that was done to me at my educational institution that I was at, and I had moved to another department. That department was student services, and I had always wanted to work there because I really liked working with students, but I worked in admissions, so we got to see them when they enrolled. I never got to see what happened after enrollment, so I thought this would be a great opportunity for me. My boss left. She was an assistant dean, and after she left, my job did what it had done a couple of times before, said I was going to take over all of her duties with no title change and no raise. When I tell you, I prayed myself out of that place, I certainly did. I started interviewing. I had my resume redone, I updated my LinkedIn page, and I got a job at another company making more money, and also with a bonus, because if you work for profit, a lot of schools stop giving out bonuses because of enrollment decline. So I get to the new school and I'm super excited because I'm like, this is an opportunity for me to showcase my talents and for me to move up, into a higher level position. But when I got there 3 weeks in, I realized I made a mistake and I had literally went to the same place. I mean, the same issues I had at my last school was going on at this one. I was extremely unhappy. Didn't know what to do. I wasn't sure if I even still wanted to work in higher ed. I was just having a really hard time. And in January of 2020, on New Year's Day, I had my first panic attack. By the end of January, I had a psychiatrist and a therapist I was seeing because I had never had panic attack before, and I had always maintained a high stress level. But I guess, as the psychiatrist I had at the time said, I had reached my limit. Working with my therapist, I realized what brings me joy is helping people reach their goals, which is why I wanted to work within higher education, because for those of us who are people of color, it's sometimes we go to these schools and we don't see people who look like us and understand the hurdles that we had to go through to even get to this place. So we talked about coaching because I had told her, one time I was really considering that, and we put together a plan of action for me to really pursue that while working on all my other issues with my anxiety, panic attacks, and all the other stuff that I was going through at the time. So I called that stepping out on faith, but with a plan. Because I know a lot of people want to pursue full-time entrepreneurship, but you really need to put a plan together to get to that place. So what did I do? I started to save up money. I saved up at least 6 months of income. I also paid off my rent for a few months ahead of time because I knew eventually it was going to get to the place where I was going to have to, make a decision. Am I going to go and do this, or am I going to go back into higher ed? And that was always a possibility because I was still getting recruited on LinkedIn from other companies, but I still wasn't ready to make that step, to make the leap. So my mental health got really bad at that time because I was trying to find a medication that worked for me, and I'm definitely, going to do a post on that because that was a lot. Trying to find the right medication to deal with anxiety and the depression that I had at that time. I stayed with my mom for a few months during COVID because I hadn't seen her that whole time. And then I had my therapy appointment, and I was telling my therapist I had finally found a school I think I wanted to go into, but I still was like I wanted to hit the purchase button, but I wasn't sure. Um, and that's because a lot of the life coaching schools, if you're interested in that, they can be kind of expensive. And I was like, I'm not getting another graduate degree. I'm just getting the certification, but I knew I needed training. I know there are some life coaches who don't get certifications, they just do it, but I felt like if I'm asking people to pay me to help them achieve their goals, I need to be certified. And they need to know that I've taken the time and energy and training to get them to where they need to be. So I found a program, but I just wouldn't hit submit for that payment. So we were on our therapy session, and she was like, go to the website right now and hit, hit submit. And I did, and it was the scariest but most liberating thing I've ever experienced. The life coaching school that I went to was a 6-month program, which I really liked. I was looking for a program that was between 6 months to a year. And this one was really great, and I got a lot of practice in this program. Like, we practiced almost every session. It was a lot of reading, and I'm not really big on taking online classes for myself, but I definitely understand during COVID, a lot of places had to switch to online. I prefer in classroom, but doing this through Zoom was actually really fun because I got to see a lot of classmates and hear about, why a lot of other people had decided to pursue a career in life coaching. So I did that. I got certified. And then by that time I had run out of, a lot of my funds. So I'm working at right now doing a part-time gig. I'm an in-store shopper with Instacart. So yeah, just to make a little coin while I'm building up my business. But I realized during the time of, getting my certification, I really want to help people. I really want to help single, unpartnered people, whether they're women or men, reach their goals. I think there's a lot of pressure on us right now to be in relationships, to get married, but some of us have to really work on ourselves before we get to that place. So a lot of my programs kind of focus on that. But I do have one program on my site, thecinderellasyndrome.com, that can help you if you want to be a full-time entrepreneur, if you're ready to step out on faith. It's called Stepping Out on Faith, but not without a plan. I will definitely help you get to that place. It's a 3-month program. All my programs are 3 months. I think in 90 days you can achieve a lot. And if you are interested, just check out my site, thecinderellasyndrome.com. I have 3 different tiers of payments. But I want to let you know that I am so happy that I'm taking this leap, that I'm not talking about it, I'm actually doing it, and I'm doing the work, and I'm certified, and I'm still doing trainings. I'm also about to do the Make of America business training because I know a lot of the people that I've talked to and practiced with, they want to open their own business, and a lot of them are women, and they want help with that. So I'm doing that training because I want to make sure that I can help you with any business issues that you have. So if you are ready to take the step and step out on faith and really pursue your passion, I would definitely love to help you do that. But remember, if you do decide to do it, don't do it without a plan. Thank you for listening. Please check out my first video, which is about the dating question y'all need to stop asking, which is, what do you bring to the table? Please stop doing that. And again, you can check me out on thecinderellasyndrome.com. I also have a partner site, Leopard Print World. You're the next destination for your home goods. I mean, I'm a Marshall's home goods shopper, but that line, sometimes I have to walk out the store. So this site that I have is definitely has a lot of goods and stuff for the housewares and things if you want to spruce up your living space. So if you can check that out, that's leopardprintworld.com. And again, I hope to see you back to my channel soon. Leave a comment. Let me know what you would like to go over, for me to go over in my videos. And if you're feeling up to it, just hit subscribe or if you can just share the video with someone else. So again, I'm Crystal, your goal success, and women empowerment coach from the CinderellaSyndrome.com. Have a good one.